So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. I'm on fire. So light 'em up, light 'em up.
I'm kidding. I just got perfect. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is the first from the Monster Mack Academy at the highway of Portland to our training number one, the Monster Mack, the Mack Attack.
And these guys are a South Coast of Massachusetts sensation, making their way over here in Rhode Island as well. They've not only been a part of the RWA, but you can catch them in action over at Showcase Pro Wrestling. You can also catch them at Whaling City Wrestling. And, well, these guys get around. You can just look for them. They are the Mack Attack, and they bring a whole lot of excitement to every matchup. These guys know how to get the crowd fired up. And these guys know how to put it down the ring. Trainee number one is a man who's got a lot more size on him than the Monster Mack, and he uses it to his advantage. Now, this isn't a guy that looks all slow and sluggish in the ring. He keeps up with all those cruiserweights, and he packs one hell of a punch. I would have to say, if I did have to place some money on a winner, I'm not a gambling man, but between the Mack Attack and the team of Tom Billington and Lenn Oddity, I'd have to say that the Mack Attack is at a severe advantage. Well, not a severe, but a strong advantage. They are a well-oiled machine. This is a team that they're not missing any punches with one another. These guys know what they're doing. They're on the same page. Lenn Oddity and Tom Billington are going to have to create a sense of chemistry in the next couple of minutes. These guys here at the Mack Attack, they've got plenty of chemistry. They've been working on it for the last couple of years, and that's definitely going to weigh in their favor in this matchup.
Taking this one here. This is our corner. Oh no, they want that corner. Who? That's the heel right now.
And their opponent introducing first, and from our table, weighing in at 200 pounds, Mr. Tom Billington.
What is this? Wait a minute. I'm not talking about the new hairdo of Tom Billington. He has someone by his side to get... That's Jesse Gates. That guy's nothing but trouble. Jesse Gates likes to show up at these big events, and he meddles in affairs that really don't concern him. He's been known to partner up with members of the Epidemic. I don't know if he's an actual member of the faction. I don't know if he's the man behind the madness, but he is here with Tom Billington tonight, and I can't imagine that it won't be a factor. Got Billington staring death at me. I don't get paid for this. You know, at our last event, Dynasty, the Epidemic were in a handicap match against the Hollywood Bulls. This isn't a handicap match, but I see 3 people about to be in 4 people. Lenn Oddity is here. He's alongside Bonnie Oddity and Chuckles the Clown. Oh my God, this does not look good for the Mack Attack. I'm going to have to eat my words, folks. I originally thought that the Mack Attack would have a clear advantage being a well-oiled machine, being a succinct team, but the numbers just favor Lenn Oddity. I don't think Bonnie's going to get involved in the action, but there's no saying that she can't be a factor. I'm positive that Chuckles the Clown is going to be a factor. You've got the numbers just don't add up.
Mosher asked me if I was leaving the ring, and yeah, I'm leaving. This is frightening. Jesse Gates in a while. He's bleeding from the mouth, I believe.
This is uncanny. which truly is. I mean, I thought we already had the Battle Royal. Look at all these people in the ring.
There are way too many people around this ring, Bobby Rossi. I tell you what.
Looking menacing as ever. He's got a spine of spikes, does this Jesse Gates. I want to know, when am I going to see him actually compete? When is this Jesse Gates going to compete? He's always at ringside. He's always meddling in affairs that, again, do not necessarily pertain to him.
You go ahead and you ask him. You know what? You can go interview him.
I just might one of these days.
You know what? Good for you.
I just might.
You are a bigger man than I am. We are going to get underway here. It's the Mack Attack. This is their legacy debut. They have been extremely excited about it all day. And let's see, this is Oddity's first legacy. His second RWA appearance. We have a collar and elbow tie-up by Billington and trainee number 1. Billington switching the headlock to a hammerlock and then back to another headlock. Billington showing that trainee 1 rolls through and gets a headlock of his own. Billington showing a lot of wrestling ability early on.
Well, one thing that people forget about Tom Billington is he has been a part of every single legacy event. This man has been a part of the card for every single one, all 6. He's no stranger to this.
Billington charges trainee number 1 with a big scoop and a slam. Trainee number 1 again with a big scoop and a slam. And Billington's getting a little bit upset. I don't know what that is on his head. I don't want to know. And there's another scoop slam by trainee number 1 and dropping Billington right on the RWA logo in the center of the ring. He's going for it again. Hey, wait. It's Steve Mosher just body slammed Tom Billington. What is going on?
This is absolute bedlam, and we're not even anywhere near intermission yet. This is ludicrous.
And Oddity is asking Steve Mosher what he did. And here we go, Lenn Oddity's RWA Legacy debut as he goes in against the Monster Mack. Both men circling. Oh, this is not going to be good. Here's a collar and elbow tie-up. Monster Mack with a wrist lock. Lenn Oddity switches into a wrist lock of his own, and he's biting Monster Mack. Monster Mack spins out. Another top wrist lock. And he's now biting Lenn Oddity.
Taste of his own medicine.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to bite either one of these two. I'm sure that you can catch something. And now Oddity's biting Monster Mack on the top of his mask.
One thing we have to remember about Lenn Oddity, although this is his first legacy, his second RWA appearance, his first appearance, he successfully defeated the Irish Warrior.
There's too much biting going on in the middle of the ring.
Absolutely.
Seen this much biting since I went to, let's just say a nightclub in Providence. Going under and now an arm drag by Monster Mack, who is in control of Lenn Oddity. Here's a hip toss. Lenn Oddity gets with a drop kick by Monster Mack as the oddball, what do they call themselves?
He is tattooed ugly.
Yeah, tattooed ugly Lenn Oddity is being surrounded by the oddball army and Jesse Gates, who is menacingly just walking around us. And there is too much just ugly around us, and I'm frightened. This is a bad idea for spot for us.
You're not lying. But there's Lenn Oddity improvising, and that's what he's known to do. This guy will change up the format of the game.
Oddity going for a pile driver and now drops Monster Mack. We have a cover, first cover of the night, 1, 2, and Mack kicks out.
That was the coronation, as he calls it, coronation. Flapjack pile driver by Lenn Oddity.
Lenn Oddity with now another top wrist lock, tags in Tom Billington, who we haven't seen since the opening of this match. He was, last time we saw him, scoop slam by Steve Mosher off the rope, double elbow.
Definitely not looking like he had control of the matchup, but Tom has never been beaten at Legacy. He has won every single time. That is 6-0 at Legacy.
That's a heck of a record here as he stomps on Monster Mack. And you know what, for two guys that haven't teamed together before, Lenn Oddity and Tom Billington working very well together.
I would have to agree, they're gelling a lot better than I thought they would.
European uppercuts, Tom Billington's specialty to Monster Mack in the rope. Irish whip into the other corner. Mack into the corner. And a big boot by Monster Mack. Catches Billington going for a bulldog, and now Billington reverses into the corner of his own. Billington with a shoulder tackle now in the corner. Mosher trying to get control. He's at 2. And it was a modified Insuguri on Masamek. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out. Billington controlling the arm. Going for a cross arm breaking out, tagging in Lenn Oddity. Very nicely done by these two who have never previously tagged before. Lenn Oddity now in charge of Mack. Off the rope, going for a big clothesline. Mack ducks under it. And now a big suplex. Back suplex by Mack. Well done. Cover here on Oddity. 1, 2, and Billington breaks up the 2 count.
And there's Chuckles the Clown running interference. He's pulling at the shoes of referee Steve Mosher. I'm telling you, that's going to be a factor here tonight.
Big right hand by Mack on Lenn Oddity. Irish whip reversed by Oddity, and now he ducks under. Sunset flip by Mack. Lenn Oddity's trying to keep on it. He cannot. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Oddity kicks out of that sunset flip. Nicely done by Mack. Charging, looking for a clothesline. Oddity hits with a clothesline of his own. As Chuckles the Clown standing right in front of us. And a tag to Tom Billington again. We haven't seen training number 1 in probably about 3 minutes here, Bobby Rossi.
And he's definitely showing the signs of wear and tear on the Monster Mack himself. Billington and Oddity able to capitalize upon it. He's got him right square in the center of the ring, wearing him down.
And it is a very humid day here at the Varnum Memorial Armory in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. A camel clutch of sorts applied. Monster Mack trying to get out of it. Trips up.
Is Tom getting a little overzealous? Now that's one thing these guys have to keep in mind. You know, they may be, you know, they look comical, but they're all business in this ring. The Mack Attack is a well-oiled machine. They have gotten a bye. They have survived many matchups throughout this entire region, being tag team specialists.
Now Tom Billington going to the second rope. What's he going to do here? He is known to be hit that frog splash.
He's sucking wind, that's all I know.
And goes for a big leg drop, and no water in the pool for Tom Billington. And Mack makes a huge tag. Training number 1 going to knock down Lenn Oddity. Oddity tied up in the ropes, and now training number 1 on top of Tom Billington. Mack back to his feet. Both men Irish whip Billington. A big charge off the ropes, and a version Shades of the Hart Foundation here with a cover 1, 2, and now Steve Mosher being deliberately pulled out of the ring by Jesse Gates, and Mosher running for his own life as
Throw the match out.
Trouble.
Throw the match out. Oh, wait a minute. Chuckles the Clown is over there putting a blade to Trainee One's neck. What the Christ is going on here?
And now a big clothesline by Tom Billington. Lenn Oddity in the ring.
To the back.
We have a cover. 1, 2, 3. Billington wins again. Monster Mack kicked out, but it was too late. I cannot believe what just happened. Jesse Gates completely scared the bejesus out of Steve Mosher. I believe Chuckles had a play to training number 1, and now Jesse Gates in the ring against Monster Mack. Lenn Oddity chasing out Steve Mosher. Chuckles the Clown is chasing out Steve Mosher. Wait a minute. All 3 men standing tall in the ring. I thought they were going to go after the Mack Attack here.
You don't miss a minute there, Massey. You are all over every step of the action, man. I tell you. And the Mack Attack, they've looked better before. I'm sorry, guys, but hey, the numbers game just added up, and it wasn't in your favor. I'd suggest taking it up with Manny.
And it's what you said when we started this match. We're just way too many people here at ringside in the corner of Lenn Oddity and Tom Billington. And you asked a very important question. If Jesse Gates is going to get involved in matches, when are we going to see him again actually get in the ring? We've only seen him make his very creepy appearances here at RWA events.
I mean, is he a roster member? Does he actually wrestle? Who is Jesse Gates besides that guy that hangs around with the Epidemic? I mean, obviously, if you're hanging around with the Epidemic, you're hanging around with Tom in your spare time, not only are you pretty creepy, but you don't have anything else to do with your time. That's all I know about Jesse Gates. And as a broadcast journalist of sorts, frankly, I feel as though we should know more about this guy. This isn't the first time we've seen him at ringside. This isn't the first time he's been a deliberate factor in a victory for Billington and other associates. Ladies of management, I'd like to know, when are we going to find out who Jesse Gates is? When is he actually going to wrestle?
You know, I haven't been around for about a month and a half, doing other things, and I know that you've been taking over with trying to be the investigative reporter that you are.
Right. haven't been able to get anything on Jesse Gates. I mean, the epidemic seems to be somewhat of a revolving door of people that have been infected by some sort of virus and just have a gripe with the rest of the world. So I can't tell you anything about Jesse Gates, and I wish that weren't the case.
Well, what you can probably tell me about is the next match is going to be Chris Sterling versus Kevin Strider.
Yes, sir.
In this match. And Chris Sterling reinventing himself, now referring to himself as Mr. Sterling. He is a teacher of sorts, actually, in the Greater Rhode Island area. And I don't know this club hopping Kevin Strider very well, Bobby Rossi.
I've seen shades of the club hopper here and there throughout the region. He's one of RWA's original roster members. Took some time off, went to go get his name out there in the Indies, and he's done just that. You could see him at Whaling City Wrestling as well as Show Pro. And Kevin Strider, I mean, from the 1 or 2 times I've had the chance to talk to him, pretty cool guy, very down to earth, just here to wrestle, and just looking to have the best quality matches he possibly can. As for Sterling now, Sterling's got an agenda. Sterling's been lost a little bit over the past few months, and he doesn't feel as though people are taking him seriously. And, you want to talk about someone that's all business, that is Chris Sterling.
Well, that match
Mr. Sterling.
Between Mr. Chris Sterling and Kevin Strider will be next on RWA Legacy. Join Bobby Rossi and myself, Rob Massey, right back after this.